Good morning. How are you? Good. We have fifth grade here this morning, and boy, where's Merritt? Where'd she run off to? Merritt! That was incredible. Let's give Merritt another round of applause. My goodness. I love the drums are not an easy instrument to play, right? There's no you're not really following a melody of a song, but you're keeping the tempo and the beat. And I always admire drummers because it's really hard, and you did it so well. So Merritt has been playing since she was in first grade, is that right? Which is a long time. So you're into your fourth year, I guess, of playing the drums. And she takes lessons from Mr. Smith. Do you guys remember Mr. Smith? Some of you remember him. He was the music teacher before Mr. Ormsby, who you guys have this year. And he's really fun, isn't he? Yeah. So do anybody else take lessons from Mr. Smith? Do you, Lincoln? You're taking guitar? Yeah, so Lincoln's taking guitar. Anybody else? Quinn, are you taking? You're taking guitar? Oh, your sister is. So Eden is. That's really cool. So if ever you want to share off your musical talents, I know Mrs. O would be loving to hear from you, right, Mrs. O? So that we can hear your talent too. But great job, Merritt. Thank you. So quick announcement here. We have cross-country captains. Come up. You guys have an announcement. I want you to introduce yourselves to our fifth grade. So it's kind of perfect that it's fifth grade in attendance with chapel today because you guys are off to the wonderful world of middle school next year. This is when you say, oh no, Mrs. Miranda, I don't want to go to middle school. I want to stay with you forever in lower school. Anybody? Anybody want to say that to me? Come on. But we have three lovely middle schoolers here, and they have an exciting announcement about cross country that I know Lincoln knows. Who else was in cross country here? Allie, you were? Al? So you guys stand up too. Stand up for a second. Come on up because you need to enjoy this moment too because I know you participated. Will you come up on the stage too? So as you guys know, in fifth grade, you have the option of being on our middle school sports, and Elle, Allie, and Lincoln chose to participate in cross country. And introduce yourselves and tell us about what happened in cross country this week.
Hi, my name is Casey Everson, and I am in 8th grade. And for cross country this year, we had an undefeated season.
I'm Laura, and I'm also in 8th grade.
I am Justin, and I am in 7th grade.
So tell us about your final meet. Your final meet this week was against who? What school did you guys play? Run against?
Collegium.
Collegium Charter School, and you guys were here on campus. I saw you running quickly all around. And how many meets did you have this year total?
6.
6 meets, and Montgomery won them all. So, and how many did fifth grade participate in, Lincoln?
3.
3. So great job to the cross-country team. We're going to be able to hang a banner, right, in your honor in the gym for undefeated cross-country team. And I think it's the first one, right? Is it the first cross-country? What's that?
2013, it's the first one.
Since 2013. How many years is that, fifth grade? How many years has it been? We're in 2021. Come on. Good job. Thank you. Yes, it's been 8 years. So thank you for coming and telling us about that. Congratulations, you guys. That's great. And congratulations to fifth grade. Good job, guys. Thank you. Okay, so a couple of quick reminders. We have a busy week, exciting, fun week coming up. We have this Friday is Wear Pink Day. Did you guys know about that? So on Friday, you can drop the dress code, wear pink. It's in recognition, of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So we are going to donate all the money that we raise. You need to bring $1 in to participate, and we're going to donate that money for the Unite for Her, which provides care for women who are fighting breast cancer. So it's a great cause. So not only do you get to drop the dress code and show your support, but it's also we're raising funds for such an important group. So even if you just want to wear some little pink banner, little pink ribbon, but something to show your support of that. Trick or Trunk is also on Friday. Are any fifth graders going to Trick or Trunk? Yeah, I know Nick was telling me he has a big plan for Friday, so we're looking forward to seeing you all. I think it's going to be a little chilly, but not raining, so I think we're good to go. We'll have a lot of cars decorated, so encourage your parents to register to decorate your cars. It doesn't have to be really tremendously decorated. You can just put a pumpkin in your back trunk. You can go really crazy and do some lights and things, but anything goes, and we're looking forward to a fun community night. It's from 6 to 7 p.m. Then on next Monday, when you come back on Monday after your trick-or-treating, which is the 1st, so it's not this coming Monday, but the following, just want you to be ready for no more shorts for our winter uniforms begin. Girls, you can start to wear leggings on these chilly days. You can even start now. So you can wear leggings, wear sweatpants for recess. You can wear your Montgomery sweatshirts that you have on. If you are going to wear a sweatshirt, it does need to be Montgomery. And you can also wear your Montgomery fleece, okay? All right. So today, we have Mrs. Kaplan having chapel for us. Mrs. Kaplan is just an amazing person. I love her. She's the Director of External Affairs, which means she does all the communication for Montgomery School, which is just a huge job. I don't know how she does all that she does, but she keeps all of us straight. And whose turn is it to communicate? What should we be communicating? Who should we be communicating to? She's the one who helps us to really keep all that information coming. So not only is she communicating internally to our families and our staff, but also to the greater community out there, trying to get word about Montgomery schools so that more people can join us and know about us, which is clearly working because we have so many new students this year who are learning about Montgomery. And it's definitely a name when you now say Montgomery School. People aren't like, I've never heard of that. People are like, oh, I've heard great things about that school. And that's because of Mrs. Kaplan and her hard work and efforts. She doesn't often get weekends. She is working around the clock on the weekends and just does so much because she loves the school. Her daughter, Lindsay, was a Montgomery School student, and she is now a senior in high school, so she's looking at colleges, and we're so proud of Lindsay when she comes back to campus. So can we give a warm welcome to Mrs. Kaplan? Yeah, come on up. Thanks, Mrs. Kaplan.
Thank you, Mrs. Murata. You're way too kind. Okay. Good morning, fifth grade and parents, and I see some faculty back there. I'm really excited to talk to you guys today because we're going to learn a few things. We're going to laugh a little bit. But first, I want to ask you, how many enjoy learning? Right? Yeah, I love to learn. I love to learn. I learn best actually when I'm doing something. And I learn from the people that are around me. But today I'm going to talk to you about a few really important life lessons I learned from somebody I actually have never met before. But he really, really inspires me, and it's kind of made an impact on my life. So let's see her. His name's Robbie Novak. First, does anybody know who Robbie Novak is? No? Okay. You might know who he is. Do you guys know who this is? Yeah. Right? This is Kid President. His real name is Robbie Novak. Robbie became famous when he was just 11 years old. Believe it or not, he's smarter than a lot of adults that I know. He is known for his funny yet heartfelt life lesson YouTube videos. He actually reminds me of a student that could have come to Montgomery. Okay. What many don't know about Robbie is that he lives with a rare bone disease. He has broken 70 bones, undergone 13 surgeries, and has 2 steel rods, 1 in each leg. But you know what? Despite all that, he still finds a reason to be grateful and to love life. Now, I actually was introduced to Robbie right here at Chapel. I had no idea who he was. I think it might have been an 8th grade student's chapel. It was many years ago. And while I don't remember what the topic was, I remember thinking to myself, wow, this kid is really funny. But he's also really smart and really insightful. So let me just show you what I'm talking about.
There are lots of ideas how you can change the world. Some people think you should just complain about it. That won't change the world, it'll just make it mad. Some people think you have lots of money, making it rain everywhere you go. Holla for a dollar. Some people think you have to be really loud and yell a lot. It's like with a bullhorn shouting, "Hey you, yeah you, do it my way right now, you heard?" Other people choose to just make fun of everything. That's dumb, everyone's dumb. It's easier to make fun of stuff, but it's cooler to make stuff. Some people think changing the world can only be done by the smartest person in the world. Just put them in a room, let them figure it out. The solution of world hunger? Food. Wow, that was like so amazing. Some people see the bad in the world and they just decide to ignore it, but that won't help anything. Some people think you have to be really famous and super cool. In fact, lots of people think you have to be really powerful to make a difference, like being mayor or senator or president. But the truth is, a title doesn't make you more important. The world is changed by you. It's one person filled with love, and they just have to live it out, so they do something awesome. Then that person is filled with love, and they do something awesome. It just goes on and on and on and on. And the next thing you know, everything's awesome. Some people think it's impossible to change the world.
It's impossible to change the world.
Well, you can see why they could think that. Living in the world with kids who are hungry, people who are homeless, families weren't happy. I'm just trying to figure it out like everybody else, man. I do know this, though. Next time you feel overwhelmed or totally alone, remember this. Things don't have to be the way they are. The world is changed by ordinary people. Little people living out big love. And that's what gives the world a reason to dance.
He's awesome, right? I love him. Still laughing. So the reason I chose to talk about Kid President today is actually twofold. He actually recorded these videos several years ago, actually in 2013. So he's now the same age as my daughter. He's 19. But I find that his messages are even more inspiring today. With all of the changes and the uncertainty we have all gone through the last year and a half, he reminds us that we all have the power to make the world a better place. The second reason I chose to talk about him today is because I think that a lot of his messages are really meaningful when you are part of a community. And whether you know it or not, you are all part of one big, strong, amazing community right here at Montgomery School. Now, you might be part of other communities too, maybe in sports or your church or even just with your friends. So his messages really resonate with me. He has another video that's called The 20 Things We Should Say More Often, which I'm going to share with you in a little bit. But he goes through them fairly quickly. So there were a few things that he mentioned that I thought were really meaningful to what we're kind of all experiencing today and what we all experience every day when we're part of a community. So let me just go through a couple of these right now. I'm not going to go through all 20, but okay. Give someone you've never met a high five. Life can be really stressful, whether it's school, friendships, sports. And when it gets hard, it's always nice to have a little encouragement from someone who maybe knows what you're going through, or maybe who doesn't but just wants to see you, get through it. Maybe someone's trying something for the first time. I know here at Montgomery, we encourage you guys to try things, even if you don't think you can do it, right? So if you see somebody doing that or you see someone struggling, just let them know that they got this. And if they don't, then help them out, right? That's what we do for each other. Life is tough, but so are you. This one could not be more true. Yet, you know what? Most of us don't know how tough we really are. I mean, look at the last year and a half, right? Every single one of our lives changed like that in an instant. Nobody knew what to expect or what to do or how to get through it. But we figured it out together, right? Teachers, parents, students, friends, and we got through it. So when you are going through a hard time, just think about, you guys, you learned to learn from home. You learned to wear a mask every day. You didn't see your friends for a really long time, but you came through it. And you know what? I really think that as a community, we're much stronger on the other side. So when you're faced with something tough in life, just remember that you're going to get through it. And if you can't, and you don't think you can, just lean on those around you. Lean on your community, because that's what we're here for. Okay. I disagree with you, but I still like you as a person. It is certainly okay to not agree with everyone all the time, but we do need to respect each other. When you disagree with somebody, try to ask questions instead of defending your own opinion. Try to understand their point of view and maybe where they're coming from, right? When we do that, it forces us to think differently. And really, that's the way we all learn and grow. But even more importantly than talking, try listening to each other before you speak, right? Just try to figure out, why might they think differently than me? Okay, now this one, he does a way better job of explaining, but I've got barbecue sauce on my shirt, too. We find it easy to point out someone else's shortcomings, when really it's just as easy to build somebody up as it is to tear them down. Sometimes we judge others for doing something we might do ourselves, like, getting barbecue sauce on our shirts. Judgment can feel like a natural instinct, but try to catch yourself before you speak, because you know what? You can't take your words back. No one's perfect. No one likes to be criticized. And when you judge someone, it doesn't define them, but it defines who you are. Just remember that one. Okay. Last but not least, be grateful and say thank you. You know what I showed you, what he kind of lives through every single day, right? So above all, he is grateful and he is thankful. And if you watch his videos, you will see that come through loud and clear. And really, he just wants everybody to just come together and make the world a better place. So he reminds us that while we're all struggling with something, there are so many wonderful things in the world that we can be thankful for. So what I did is I actually made a list of things that I'm thankful for. And when I'm having a really hard day or I think things aren't going my way, I look back on that list. And I think, you know what? It's not so bad, right? There are so many things I'm thankful for, and it's really those little things that matter the most, even though I might not feel like it when you're going through it. So take a minute. I urge you to do that. It's a really good exercise. Okay. So those are things that I found really resonated with me and within our community. I'm going to show you the video now. He goes through 20 different messages, but I want you to think about which ones resonate most with you.
20 things we should say more often. Number 20, thank you. And not just on Thanksgiving, every day. Number 19, excuse me. Number 18, here's a surprise corn dog that I bought you because you're my friend. There'll be more corn dogs and more happy people. This is a good idea. Corn dog for you, corn dog for you, corn dog for you. Number 17, I'm sorry. Number 16, I forgive you. Number 15, you can do it! But don't say it if it's something they can't do. Number 14, another thing that we should say more often, I have barbecue sauce in my shirt too. Before you say something about the barbecue sauce on somebody else's shirt, take a look at the barbecue sauce on your own shirt. Number 13, please. Number 12, everything is going to be okay. Number 11, oh, you got me a corn dog too? You shouldn't have, buddy. Number 10, I don't know. I know a lot of people who need to say that. My sister. Number 9, you're so awesome I named my dog after you. Wait. That could hurt someone's feelings. I mean boat. I named my boat after you. Wait, who even has a boat? You're so awesome, I legally changed my name to yours. Wait, that's super creepy. Just tell people they're awesome and mean it. Number 8, hello, person that I've never met before. Here's a high five. Number 7, my sports team is not always the best sports team. It takes a big man to say that. Number 6, nothing. Sometimes that's the best thing you can say. Number 5. Doesn't mean anything, but it's just really funny. Number 4. I disagree with you, but I still like you as a person who is a human being, and I'll treat you like that. Because if I didn't, it would make everything bad, and that's what lots of people do, and it's lame. Whew, I need a water break, y'all. It's okay to disagree, but it's not okay to be mean. Number 3. Sometimes you just gotta scream. Number 2. Life is tough, but so are you. Sometimes we all need to be reminded to keep going. Number 1, something nice, anything. If you can't think of anything nice to say, you're not thinking hard enough. So what about you? What do you think people should say more often? Leave a comment below and let's hear it. Oh, and I got a bonus one for you. Something that we should say more often? Let's dance.
So, here's my advice. If you're having a bad day, or you just need a laugh, watch a Kid President video. It's really easy to find. Just go on YouTube, type in Kid President. His joy and positivity really are contagious. And even in spite with living a painful disease, Robbie still finds a reason to smile. Because the world is a beautiful place. I promise you that each video will leave you with a smile, that it's going to make you want to go out and make someone else smile, like I hope that I did for you today. Hopefully, it will also inspire you to make the world a better place, one small step at a time. So just so you know where he is today, as I said, he is 19 years old. He is actually on the road filming a video series with his brother-in-law called Are We There Yet? And he is traveling the world looking for people, kids specifically, that are out there trying to make a difference and trying to make the world a better place. Just another reason I love Robbie Novak. So I'm going to continue to watch his story, but I just want to thank you for listening today, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.